Okay, for real. You've thought, I'm too young, I'm too fun, and too cute to retire. That's for old people. And if you ever thought, I'm too rad to retire, then you, my friend, are so Gen X. And we are all about the age of retirement. I'm one of the older ones. You might be one of the younger ones, but it's coming. And it's something I've dreamed of forever. And I hope you have too. And I have some great tips for you. Today, I'm sharing 5 ways in which you can retire rad and happy if you start preparing now. Tip 1, do the brave thing if you're still working now. Ask for the raise, ask for the stretch role, ask for a promotion, ask for everything, ask for a new title, whatever it is, go for it. Because who cares if they say no? That you're too close to retirement, they're not going to fire you. Keep asking, and then who knows? That might even be able to build your finances up. It'll certainly build your confidence. And honestly, the worst thing they can say is, no, we're not able to do that for you right now. Tip 2, get your health in order. This might be the most important thing that you can do to ensure that you're going to have a wonderfully happy, fun, and fulfilling retirement, is having your best health ever, and that it sustains you well into older and older and older age. So right now, while you have health insurance, if you do, this is a great time to maximize it. Get all your appointments done. I actually just had something cut off my face. I was really afraid, but you can't tell. I got that cut off and tested. Everything was fine. I've gone to appointments that I have been avoiding, and it's time for you to do the same. Get it all done. Get a baseline. Do you know what that means? Like, make sure they know where your heart rate is at this age. They know where your blood sugar is. They know where your hormone levels are now. So even if it's great news, which I hope it is, and I'm sure it will be, get that done now. And then you will know if things start to shift later, you had a baseline. You knew what your blood pressure was, and you guys can start working on it, you and your doctor. Okay, so you've got your health in check. We're going to talk a lot about how to improve that and the things you can do to make sure it gets better. But the first thing, go to the doctor. I have a colleague who is so afraid of the dentist, and it was amazing to me because my dentist is cool and I don't have bad teeth, so I haven't had a lot of trauma around dental care. But if you do, it will be okay. And modern dentistry is way different than we were little. So it doesn't hurt as much. Even if it does, you need to get it done. Your future self will thank you. Ready for tip 3? Tip 3, hug and eye roll. This is my least favorite subject. Pay down your debt. Health is hard for me in that there are things I want to work on that are not easy, like giving up cake. Paying down debt is a painful conversation that I will have over and over again on this channel, because while happiness in retirement isn't all about money, it is about having options. And right now, I have lost out on some options because for the first time in a long time, I have debt. And I have a lot to pay down, and I want to get it done. I've been debt-free, and it is glorious. This is not that moment. So this is not all about me, but I'm telling you that I don't want you to be like me. And before I retire, I have a plan to have my car paid off. I won't have my house paid off, but I will have my car paid off and my credit cards that are outstanding. It's only one, but it's big. So that's my goal. I have lots of ways in which I'm working on that, and I want to have you do that with me in the future. But right now, I'm just telling you, we got to get our debt paid off so that we have options. And you know what's a free thing you can do right now for me? That's rude to ask in the middle of this conversation, but yeah, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It does help the small channel. So thank you so much. But back to you. Let's get our debt paid down. We're going to work on that, and that's going to help us know when it is we can actually retire, when we don't have these huge payments to interest and all the awful there. If you have your debt paid off, I'm so excited for you. There's so much you can do with that money that I'm putting away. You start saving, I'm starting to pay off, and let's get this done so we can retire happy. So I had to use my phone. My camera overheated, but I wanted to make sure I said something that I forgot. For those of you who don't know how to pay off debt and you've never really untangled that web for yourself, Dave Ramsey, Google Dave Ramsey, good old fashioned how to pay off debt information. Something called the debt snowball is an easy way to do it. He explains to you, it's you pay off the highest interest rate card you have, let's say, and then once that's paid off and you get excited about that card going away, then you go to the next one and tackle that one, and then the next one and the next one. So he's got good information there. I have made a really cute and fun and helpful budget basics, and I'll link it down below. It's absolutely free. It is something I just email you, and it's a PDF and you can print out. It's just lots of trackers. So you can write down, which is the most important first step, right? Is to write down and really look at what your debt is and what your monthly outgo is. So there's all these charts. The cuteness makes it easier. At least that's my theory. And I did make those thermometers so that you can have that cute way of visually noting when you are paying stuff down. Maybe that's just me. I like to do that. It helps me making a picture of it, seeing how bad it is, facing the truth. And I can handle the truth. I bet you can too. Tip 4, know your retirement date. Look, one of the most important things I can say to you right now is this is such a privilege to be able to have the conversation about what to do first and how to prepare, and that we get to even retire, that we get to pick the age at which we retire. I recognize that. If you can have that conversation, you already are ahead of so many people and you are doing really well. I used to think that I was going to retire at 62 and go write rather mediocre YA novels. And that is one of the things I still do. Between debt and detours, I may have to retire at 67, and I'm ready to pivot to that. Putting that year on your calendar and maybe in front of your face helps you to do all the other things we've talked about. 2032, I want to be in my best health ever. By 2032, I want to have debt paid off. By 2032, actually, I'm not sure if that's the right date, but let's go with that. By whatever date you pick, maybe even circle it in red on your calendar. What do we need to accomplish by this date? How much time do we have? And I think that's super helpful and motivating. And I want that for you and me, for us to be ready to retire happy. Tip 5, focus on family and friends. Now, you're Gen X, I'm Gen X. We are tired and old. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to attack you or me. I know if you're like me, you have been saying no to a lot. However, I need to and have been making a concerted effort to lean more into saying yes to my friends, to focus on the primary relationships in my life, whoever those are. And yeah, there's some side folks that you have to like push to the side and say, no, I will not go to a tractor pull with you, Martha. I don't even know you. I live in Los Angeles. There are not a lot of tractor pulls around here, but you imagine what I mean. Okay, so sorry, Martha. Let's re-engage. Let's start saying yes. Let's have conversations on the phone. You don't get less tired by doing nothing and watching mindless TV. You get less tired by doing stuff for other people, for yourself, moving, reading. You get less tired by living, not less tired by staring at the wall. It is really tempting though. Remember, it's not all about money. It's about overall well-being, which includes mental and physical health, community, and purpose. And that is all tied to our well-being going forward and having a wonderful and happy retirement. Which of these are you going to tackle first? I'm tackling health and finances first, specifically with debt payoff and getting my doctor's appointments done and getting my baseline. That's what I've got going on right now. Which one are you going to tackle first? I'd love to hear below. I'd love to cheer you on so we can all be in this together. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Together, we're building a life we love. This is Gen X Missy reminding you that if you start now, we can retire happy.